Pooki, are you ready for this?
Oh my gosh, am I ready for this? Are you kidding? Gathering together with our global family once a week. Oh my gosh, of course I'm ready for this. Yay! Welcome everybody. It's Inspiration Live Sunday morning.
Something like that. Welcome to Inspiration Live Sunday morning.
You know, sometimes you just got to put it all backwards, and it still means the same thing.
It's the same words, just rearranged in a different order, like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. It's an interesting one for us.
We're having power outages and weird kinds of things. So
it's like only in half the house. Like usually when we come home, when there's been like a power outage, everything like, the clocks are blinking and the stove and the computer's off and all that. With this time, like half the house was
weird.
And the clocks, I don't know. So keep your fingers crossed that we don't lose power this morning.
yeah. Oh, it's not going to happen. We don't have to cross our fingers. We just call it in.
So welcome to Sunday Inspiration Live. This is when we're coming up on 2.5 years of doing this. This is season 3, episode 24.
Wow.
We started it in the very first Sunday in January
2021.
21, yeah. We do this every morning. We have a different topic.
Every Sunday morning.
Every Sunday. I'm dropping words.
I'm rearranging them. He's dropping them.
One word can make a difference. We do that every morning. Oh my God, if we did this every morning, I would be insane. But we every Sunday morning, without fail, even when we gone to a wedding the night before,
instead of late dancing.
Yeah,
it was fun. It was great.
So we do that, and this is the Sunday where we are performing down the street at the Center for Spiritual Living near our house. So we got to keep this one to perhaps less than an hour. We're going to see how that goes.
We get really talkative sometimes.
Because the longer we go, the more of a strain it puts having been erased from here to the next venue. So to give ourselves a little bit of a comfort and ease the stress.
Is that possible?
We're going to keep it to it. But Love Unleashed, your journey to a better life. So we're going to be talking about.
Oh my gosh.
We've got a couple songs that will reinforce that here that we will play live for you. And so, and what else? Oh, I'm going to be telling you. Actually, it's right in the Zoom link, but I'm going to be reminding you throughout this that we're having a special event towards the end of this month.
We are. It's a very special one, yes.
June 29. It's a Thursday night, and someone is celebrating a birthday.
I know. Somebody is celebrating a birthday. They're turning 63.
We didn't have to go there now, did we? I'm okay with that. 63 years young.
63 equals 9. Those are your favorite numbers.
Oh, that's right. Nikola Tesla, 3, 6, and 9. You like those numbers.
There you go.
So, we're going to it's a free online Zoom party. We're going to be playing some music, and actually, there's a link to register for free and get the Zoom link right in the description of this video.
Yes, and we ask that you register just so that we have a really fun time and we don't get interrupted. So sometimes when you have open registration, some people that just don't have anything better to do just come in and kind of.
So you have to register ahead of time to get the link. It'll email it to you.
Yeah.
And then you can click that
then
link.
Then you can join the party.
But you can do that at any time, starting now.
Yeah.
I just created that link this morning. I know. You wouldn't have been able to do it yesterday because it didn't exist. So Pooki.
Yes.
Let's get us centered here. I will play the guitar, but just go ahead and start the conversation to get us in sync here. Would you?
Absolutely.
All right, go for it.
This is that beautiful time that is so important. It's so important when we're coming together in a gathering. So if you gather together with people, a really wonderful thing to do. Did you just unplug yourself?
You just just put that upright. The guitar stand fell over.
There you go.
No biggie. All right, here we go.
So something that you can do when you gather with people at any time, whether it's even if it's 2 of you. But when we come together in a circle, we have this opportunity to connect our hearts one to another. And we can do that anywhere and everywhere. And we're going to do that right here, right now, in this space, because our hearts are unleashed. They know no bounds. Our love knows no bounds. Our love can go everywhere that we send it. And so today, we're going to take this love and we're going to unleash it into the world. And we're going to reach out across this gigantic, massive, beautiful, bountiful Mother Earth. And we're going to touch each other with our hearts in this space. And we're just going to give the earth a beautiful hug. And as we're hugging the earth, we're hugging each other. Right? So this is really strong medicine that we get to participate in together right here, right now. Yeah, so put your hands on your heart if you're willing. Maybe even close your eyes and just breathe in deeply. And let it go. Breathe in deeply again. And let it go. Breathing in deeply again. And let it go. Now, as you just go into a relaxed state of breathing, you can feel your heart beating underneath your hands. And just feel that love inside of you. Feel it moving inside of your own body, healing every aspect of your body that is calling for healing right now in this present moment. We ask that love be present within us, and love bring the healing power of restoration back into our physical bodies, our spiritual bodies, our mind, our mental bodies. Embrace that for just 1 second. Now that you've filled yourself up with all this love, I want you to unleash this love into the world. We're going to spread our love out. We're going to shoot it out. You might be able to envision it as a beam of light that's coming out from your heart and shining all over our beautiful earth. Or maybe you see it as water, like a river, a waterfall just pouring out of your heart and it covering the earth in this beautiful field of water. Right? However it is that you're experiencing it. Maybe it's a sound for you. Maybe you hear a sound. And that sound, this love is unleashed from within your own heart. And you're sharing it with the world, and we're bringing all of our love to all of our sisters and our brothers all over this beautiful Mother Earth. This beautiful planet, this place we call home. Our home. Our home. And in this moment, we just give this beautiful hug, full of compassion and love and healing, because that power is within us. It's right inside of us, right where we are. And in this, we hold all of our relatives, all of the human relatives, all of the animal relatives, all of the nature relatives, all relatives. They're all our sisters and our brothers. And we embrace them right now, and we send them love. We send the earth love. We send love, 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 because we are love. And when we unleash our love has the power to bring healing to all that we put our attention on. So yes, feeling the power of your heart, embracing the world, embracing each other in this moment. Take another deep breath in, release. And in a state of gratitude, thankful, so grateful for this beautiful time that we're going to have together this morning, and how our hearts are going to be unleashed to love more in the world. And so it is.
All right.
Did you feel that? Yummy, yummies.
Yummy, yummy. Can you make sure that he is not like tearing up the what he's sitting in?
No, he's not.
Okay, he's just licking his paw. Okay. Every now and then he'll start
Disassembling his bed.
yeah.
It's like, I found a thread. Let me pull on that for a while.
See what it leads to. And so yes, that was beautiful, Pooki. Thank you so much. Also, I like to want you please join me in setting an intention that everyone here who's tuning in, whether it's live or it's in the replay later, you're watching after the fact, will find something of value here, an insight, an aha moment, and it'll be different for every person. And in fact, I have a feeling that there'll be a number of you who at some point during this broadcast, you'll go, oh my gosh, they're talking to me. They said that. They chose to say that because they're tapping into my brain. What happened?
How can they know?
How can they know? And so, if that moment happens for you, put it, during the live broadcast. Let us know. Just pop it in there, and just keep it to yourself. That's okay too. But that's my intention. That someone here, I mean, a number of people here, everyone here will get a little something out of this.
Of course, you'll get something from this.
And
You wouldn't be here if there weren't gifts for you here.
Of course. Let me hang on a second. I know I'm going to put the full that link. I know sometimes it's hard to copy and paste in the description because Lisa usually would be reposting that. Let me just grab it and pop it in the comments. And maybe where in the heck is it? Oh my God! Okay. This is the full.
Oh, this is for Bob's birthday bash.
Yeah, this is the link to register for the free June 29 birthday bash.
Celebration.
Because sometimes I just popped it in there. Oh, there we go. Sometimes in the description you gotta read more. You gotta do a couple extra steps to get the full link. It should be a clickable link, but to be able to copy and paste it is a little bit of a challenge. At least longer links like that. So at least I don't know if that helps. But we're using that for the next couple of weeks through the end of the month until the party's over, and then there'd be no reason to post it, right?
We'll have a different party for something else.
That's right. We'll figure out some other reason to celebrate. Actually, every day is a reason to celebrate.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, did you wake up this morning? It's time to celebrate.
And as Lisa is posting there, let's give a big shout out to Lisa Shepard, our head honcho of helpfulness, and also our magical, marvelous moderator here on Sunday mornings.
She does a great job.
She's awesome sauce, and so she's posting both here on YouTube and also over on Facebook, where we should be streaming live on. I see that Eileen's over there on Pooki's Facebook.
Oh, hello everyone! Hi, my beloved Facebook family. So wonderful to have you here.
So we're hitting you on a couple of platforms here.
Wonderful. Just unleashing our love.
Unleashing our love. Speaking of that, so the theme is love, and as you can tell by the thumbnail, our theme for today is Love Unleashed. Ooh, Love Unleashed, your journey to a better life.
Oh my goodness.
So
love makes everything better.
So we have a couple of songs. Of course, we're not, yes, it can include romantic love, but that's not the focus of the love we are describing here. It's a more of a all-inclusive love, right? An agape kind of love.
Yeah.
So here's a song that we do every now and then called Spirit of Love. That kind of sums it up rather nicely. So let's go ahead and play this, shall we?
Let's do it.
There is a place where the sun always shines. There is a place where the stars all align. There is a way you can feel so inspired. Just say to yourself what you want and desire. I now live in a spirit of love. I now live in a spirit of love. I now live in a spirit of love. I now live in a spirit of love.
Oh,
that's your part.
there is a place where you are always strong, and there is a way you can feel you belong. There is a place where your light always shines. Just take a deep breath and you will realize. I now live in a spirit of love. I now live in a spirit of love. I now live in the spirit of love. I now live in the spirit of love.
You'll never need a reservation. You'll never wonder how. There is no need for hesitation. Your love begins now. I now live in the spirit of love. 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 Joy. I now live in the spirit of joy. I now live in the spirit of joy. Peace. I now live in the spirit of peace. I now live in the spirit of peace. Back to love. I now live in the spirit of love. I now live in the spirit of love.
Yes, we can choose to live in a spirit of love, right? Because that's our choice. Love is a choice, right? So we choose love. We choose to unleash our hearts. We choose to make our hearts available for expressing more love and receiving more love, and so it's a choice. And we actively make that choice. You get to make that choice every day. Sometimes when Bob and I are like, because as you're in a relationship, you're always growing. So there are these moments where we come together and we have different ways in which we see something. And sometimes we have to ask the question of each other, what is it going to take for us to get back to love? What's needed? Like, what is that? Because love is the healer. Right? And so once we soften our hearts to love and we come back to this conversation in a very loving way, we can move through the conversation with a deeper understanding of each other and really embracing each other. And so love is powerful, What must, how can we come back to love? That's the question we ask each other, right? And it works every time.
It works. By gosh, by golly.
I know, right?
We're going to come back and discuss that a little, in just a little bit. We're just going to want to highlight some comments and celebrate some folks.
Oh, good.
I know here. So let's see here. I know a lot of these conversations. Well, Adele, there, our friend from the UK.
Hi, Adele.
Let me pull that down to the bottom here.
Sending you lots of love on your healing journey.
She does choose to live in a spirit of love.
She does.
And actually, we were kind of going back and forth there. The actual, and I don't know, does this one word make a difference? Because the actual lyrics are, I would choose to live in the spirit of love as opposed to a spirit of love. There's some very subtle differences there. A spirit of love, is it the spirit of love, a more universal thing that we all can tap into, as opposed to, I'm just going to choose this one, a spirit of love. Looking at the
I
shelf,
think there's only one spirit of love.
So the spirit of love. Yeah, that's just a little nuance of
Right.
word choices.
I know,
there.
because sometimes I sing a spirit of love.
Yeah.
And I have to remember to sing the.
Choose the spirit. Tina says, I'll be in Colorado for Bob's birthday, but that's not going to stop her from joining the Zoom party.
All
I don't
right.
think so.
Even though
I'll
you're
be there.
traveling, come
That's
in
right.
and have some fun.
Let's see here. And here's our marvelous Lisa saying, sending you all my love and giant air hugs, feeling the love this morning. My cup runneth over.
Oh my gosh, it's such
Yay.
a good feeling. Unless it's spilling on your
You're
paperwork.
spilling coffee on your...
On your paperwork, which I just did this morning. Talking about a cup overflowing. That's funny.
She was doing me a favor to get me some coffee, and then it spilled some of it.
Then I spilled it on this
that's all right.
paperwork.
Good morning from Stacy and Travis as we have breakfast. Yay.
Hello, Stacy and Travis.
Maybe we'll see you a little bit later on at the CSL because Stacy and Travis are right here in St. Louis.
Today's our day when we go and we sing at the Center for Spiritual Living. So
it's been 2 months since we were there because we were out of town all of May, so we weren't even there in May. So
oh my gosh, they're going to be missing us.
we were missing.
Here we come.
All Our friend Chris there earlier said, thanks for making us so warm and welcome, Lisa, Pookie, and Bob.
Oh, we saw Chris in North Carolina.
That's right.
I love
that is our Chris, right?
That's
yes.
our Chris, right?
Our Chris. We're claiming you as ours.
Our very own.
Mary Rose just registered for the Zoom party on June 29th. Hi, Jared. Good morning.
Good morning, Jared.
Our friend Anna from San Antonio, Texas is
Hi,
in the house.
Anna.
Our friend Joe is here. And Joe is going to be leading a here. I'm just going to pop these up real quick. So this is from last Sunday. I haven't updated these just because we've been so darn busy this weekend. But we already this is some of the things that are happening in our online community, the High Vibe Tribe community, which we talk about a lot because it's important. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a higher level of engagement with not only the community, but Bob and I are in there too. And yeah, we do a lot of really cool things in there. So
this Tuesday night, June 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern, Joe Mitchell, right there in the comments, your Harvard attorney, is going to be not talking about legal matters, I don't believe. No, he's going to be talking about taking a deeper dive into affirmations.
We're excited about this. Yay! Because everyone has gifts to share.
And then next Saturday, June 17 at 10 a.m. Eastern, Pookie and I will lead our monthly call for the community. And then and then we already know about the birthday bash on the 29th. And then Pookie still has a selected date at the end of the month that she'll do a meditation, and then we'll get that on the calendar as well. So since Joe, since I saw you there, I just wanted to
give you a shout out.
Hype that up.
Right? No, it's going to be so fun.
Gloria says, happy birthday in advance. Yeah, I'm not opposed to celebrating.
Now?
No, yeah.
He had some wedding cake last night.
I did. I was celebrating. Yeah, I was thinking of his birthday cake. That was it. Wedding cake.
Well, then good. I don't have to get you one.
Well, we're staying away from cakes anyway.
That's right. We are.
I'll
have to come up with a new idea. I'll just put a candle in a blueberry.
There you go. A kale cake. I tell everyone love is the answer, Carrie. That is awesome.
I love that, Carrie.
Everything Tamara. I love you guys. That's
I love
awesome.
you too, Tamara.
Haley, good to see you. Divine Consciousness. Let me go back down to the bottom here. Some more recent comments. I got to scroll around here. Oh wow, fantastic aging is enjoying afternoon tea in Croatia. Yay.
You're wonderful.
A number of people, including Karen, our friend from Florida, said she registered, and some people are like, they have like obligations that night, but they're going to skip it to be part of.
Wow, Bob.
To join the party.
Look at that. That's fun.
Crystal's going to be there for Joe's thing. All right, Sandra, your daughter's birthday is today.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to her.
Sandra's daughter.
That's awesome. We have a pug birthday, 3 years old. What is that? Loki?
He's 3 years old.
Yay.
He's 60 years younger than
Mine
you,
is
babe.
60. I'm healthy looking. Gloria says, hey, Pookie, your laugh is so infectious. Thanks for sharing it. Gloria, were you the one earlier that said you were here for the first time? I think that might have been you. I saw that pop up way earlier. So I know we have at least one person here.
Oh, look at Laura Size here.
Oh, my gosh. What is that?
Beautiful.
Aloha.
Aloha talofa, darling. Sending you oceans of love from Big Bear Mountain.
Oh, wow.
At the Inawa gathering of global indigenous elders. Wow. That is so powerful. Big Bear. What a beautiful place to be. Beautiful place to be. Well, thank you for being with us this morning, Laura Saw.
We just saw her.
We did. We just saw her. In fact, she was one of our witnesses for our wedding.
That was in early April.
Yep.
Here's a name I don't see too often on, I don't recognize from Sunday mornings. Natalie. Great to have you.
Hello, Natalie.
Thank you for sharing your gifts. I now choose to live in the spirit of love, joy, and peace. Yay. Mm-hmm. She was listening to the lyrics. Yeah, I'm glad that resonated. Mm-hmm. Oh, Cindy, aloha from the
Oh my
villages.
goodness, it's my hula teacher.
Is it really? Oh,
Well, she is, yeah, she's a beautiful, beautiful, oh, I love that Cindy's here. Beautiful, beautiful dancer. And she leads these probably about 25 to 30 women twice a week. She's there teaching them hula. And she has welcomed me in, and I was able to teach a hula while I was in the villages last month. And just a beautiful group of women. They're all so sweet. We go and have birthday celebrations together. It's just wonderful. So Cindy is here from the villages.
Yay.
Aloha, my hula sister. Mwah.
that's
Mwah.
right. That's so wonderful. That
I know.
She and the group embraced you and invited you to teach every time you're in
I know.
you're
It
in
was
town.
so wonderful. Loved it so much.
That is awesome. Let's see here. And I think
There's Ava. We haven't
oh,
seen
Eva?
Ava in a minute. Eva.
She was going to try to make it to see us in Florida, but just couldn't quite make
It's
it work in her
okay.
schedule.
We understand.
Yeah. So anyway, so then we're going to keep things moving along.
And Carmen
here.
Curry's here. I love.
Well,
There she is. Carmen's from Fire Circle.
Oh, that's
love
cool.
her. Yeah.
that's awesome.
So wonderful.
And so we're gonna. I know we have at least. I'm sure we have a couple of handful of first timers. We always do every Sunday. So we want to celebrate you. We want to celebrate everyone who's showing up. Anybody celebrating a birthday in June. And so what we did, a lot of you know who have been here are here on, and those of you who are first timers may not know that we actually have this group of people that follow us around, and we have a separate studio right next to the main studio here. This is Studio A, and Studio B. There's a group of about 100 people waiting. They show up just for like 15 seconds, or actually it's probably like 7 seconds of glory. And we usually have to not bribe them, but we entice them, with some kind of food. So last night they had some leftover food and wedding cake, right? And so we brought some of the leftovers. So they're kind of jacked up on sugar. And we're eating some of
It
the
was too much frosting.
Yes, they're jacked up, and you can tell in the faces. I have a feeling. I'm just kind of intuiting that we're gonna see that sugar buzz effect when we look at them here. But we're gonna count of three. We're gonna cut to camera 2 in Studio B.
This gets longer and longer every time.
It's long-winded, and the tail grows. And then
Bob is really enjoying this.
They're going to celebrate this. All right, here's the sugar buzz laden celebration for our first timers. Everybody who's here, ready? 1, 2, 3. Cut to camera 2. I definitely can see the effects of the sugar, the frosting, the icing.
Who's going to let him out now?
I know. We let the dogs out. That was more like 4 or 4 seconds or something. So it's amazing. They gather here every just to do that for you. It's surprisingly, it looks very similar every time, but they align themselves in the same way.
You're so funny.
All right, I'm hilarious. All right. Oh, so we already talked about it. Next week I'll probably have a graphic, but again, on June 29th, we are going to be celebrating another turn around the sun for yours truly, and it's an opportunity for me. It's unlike most of the other Zoom events that we have for our community and throughout the year, because it's more of a party,
Yeah.
And so we're going to be I'll probably tell some jokes. And since it's on Zoom and not on YouTube, I actually have the ability to play some like cover songs where the copyright police won't
get me.
won't
take you down. Take you down.
Take me to copyright jail.
No, we don't want to be in copyright jail.
Yeah, so that's because it's only in a private setting. But I have a fondness for songs from the '80s. So I'll be playing some acoustic stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure Pooki will join me.
If you love the
on
80s.
some of that stuff. Maybe we'll play Sweet Dreams or Grooves in the Heart or something. Pookie's got some good ones. And then there'll be opportunities for you guys to interact with you and talk in real time. So it's just a celebration. We do that. I think it's at least the 3rd year in a row that I've been doing this. Mm-hmm. And
It's always good fun.
yeah, so yeah, it's dedicating part of my actual birthday to be with you all, because that's how much you mean.
No, that's
to
how
my life.
fun it is when we do these.
Absolutely. So, all right. So we need to keep things rolling along. We're at the halfway point of our 1 hour abbreviated live here.
Right?
So, Pooki, let's talk about the main topic here: Love Unleashed, your journey to a better life. And I'll admit, we didn't really. Sometimes I have bullet points, just to kind of give us a little roadmap what to talk about. All we have is a title here, and I know we don't even need any bullet points or any notes or anything because this is a topic that's near and dear to your heart. This whole thing of love. But what I like about that, what do you think of that title? Love Unleashed: Your Journey to a Better Life.
That's right. So it said in that unleashed, that means there's something that you have to do. You have to unleash it. You have to make the conscious decision to open up your heart to more love, right? Sometimes I can remember when my heart was opened up to more love. I was, on my spiritual journey. I was learning about myself more and more. I was learning how to love myself, right? And that's a process, and it takes a long time. So don't worry. I mean, if you're in the process of learning how to love yourself, which we all should be, I'm still learning how to love myself. But if you're in the process of learning how to love yourself, just being in that place of knowing that you have this opportunity within you to open up this heart and to unleash your love into the world. And sometimes, as I was getting ready to talk about my experience of when I first unleashed my love, it was I'd been focusing on learning how to love myself more. And so I was really focused on myself, right? And I wasn't really paying attention to too much out here. But when I made the conscious decision, not only that I loved myself and that I was worthy of love and I was worthy to love others, and I set my love free from within myself, that love was able to travel out into the world and people were able to experience my love. And it transformed my whole life, right? Because I set my love free. Now, when I go out into the world, my heart is always wide open. I'm always ready to share and to give love and to receive love. And if you've ever been in my presence, maybe you've sensed that. Maybe you have that feeling of love, or maybe even right now in this moment, right? You can feel like this energy of love moving through this screen right here, through this technology, right? But once we open up our hearts and we allow our hearts to be free to love and to love all things, which is not easy, but to learn how to love. And that's the process of learning how, right? We unleash our love and we send our love out into the world. Our love in itself is really powerful. There's nothing else that we have to do other than setting our love free and just allowing our love to move out and heal the world. So it's a really powerful, powerful experience. So it's something that you have to do. You have to choose to open up your heart to love. And for some people, it's really hard. Right. But hopefully, as you're coming here on Sundays, you're learning. We're helping you grow in that area so that you can become a more loving being in the world, and that you can experience more love for yourself. It's so beautiful when you do it. I mean, my gosh, your life transforms like you wouldn't believe. Really, really powerful.
So I'm realizing as you speak and as I think about this, it works on many levels, on many directions. And so, as you pointed out, you were focusing on self-love, but then there's also this love of others. And both are really important because some people pour their love into others and neglect themselves, and they neglect their own needs. They have negative voices about their worthiness, and they don't work on that aspect of themselves. And maybe even focusing on others will distract them from the issues that they're having internally. And so, yeah, both are really important. And so, don't neglect the self-love aspect of it. And you probably may know that back in May, in just last few weeks ago, we did a 21 within our High Vibe Tribe community. We did a 21 days of radical self-love, where we were encouraging everyone to do something for themselves every day for 21 days in a row. Some small little thing, just to nurture yourself and practice some self-care, right? And that's so crucial.
It is. It's so important.
Because that actually puts you in a better position to serve others, right?
Yes, yes.
But you can take any of these things to an extreme. Again, if you take loving others to an extreme, then you neglect yourself. If you take self-love to an extreme, then you're not sharing it,
Yeah, you're not present for
so
others.
there's a balance. All these things are striking that balance that we all need to find, and we all are on this teeter-totter seesaw going,
It's all about balance.
Yeah.
It really is.
And don't strive for perfection. Just get as close as you can to that balance. But then there's another multi-directional aspect when loving others, and you said it yourself just a minute ago. You said you express your love, you share your love, people feel it. But then you mentioned that you also are receptive to receiving love from others. So self-love is something that happens internally, where it's affirmations and it's daily practice, and it's like monitoring your thoughts and weeding out those beliefs that don't serve you. That's a lot of kind of personal internal work that we do. But when you're out in the world sharing your love, you also have to be ready to receive it too from others.
Yeah, because love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Once you give it, you'll receive it too.
And again, we're talking about the all-encompassing definition of love. It's not the romantic. I mean, can include the
You
romantic.
can include it, but it's not
But it's
exclusive to love.
just like money is one part of abundance,
But it's not all of abundance.
Yeah, it's not all of abundance. And so the same thing we're not talking about, dating profiles or whatever, but it can include that. If you're a loving person who is taking care of your inner needs and self care and all that, you're probably going to be in a better position to find a partner too.
Do that. Start loving the world, and then see who shows up.
But you sort of you, Pooki, you go through the world with this lens of a loving presence. So you're looking for examples of love, of things to appreciate,
Absolutely,
and love about people,
Yeah.
and their quirks. Instead of being offended by someone who has this quirk, you're like, oh, that's an interesting thing. It's
wow, look at that.
I can appreciate that.
I know. I saw a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I did. I was at a gathering for a few days where people from all over the country, oddly enough, had gathered for a music and arts festival in the Ozark Mountains here in Missouri. And it was a beautiful gathering, people from all over with very, very different lifestyles. And you could tell by the way that they presented themselves, right? And it was so wonderful to see how unique everyone was and how they were demonstrating their how they choose to walk in, like you were looking at authentic selves, because in these environments, people have the freedom to be whoever they want. So, there's a lot of costumes and fun things like that, but it's also speaking to something really beautiful about them. It allows them to have the opportunity to express themselves in a much more colorful, unique, vivacious, way. I wore orchids all over my head, and it's just beautiful and just fun. But everyone is showing up. But one thing that we all had, no matter how we showed up or what our appearance was, is that as we walked throughout the festival, we were loving each other. We were caring for each other. We were saying hi. We were smiling at each other, and we were recognizing the beauty. Or I was recognizing the beauty within all of them. And you know what I got back? I got back a lot of love too. I had a lot of love or adoration brought my way, and so I think that when we begin to look with loving eyes, we begin to see, because sometimes we have like these eyes that look with judgment. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's wearing that. Or, oh my gosh, what her purple hair, or whatever it is, but these are choices that we get to make because we're free. And in these environments, you get to see freedom fully expressed, where people just get to show up and be who they are and express themselves in really colorful, dynamic ways, artistic ways. So it's really a wonderful experience. And if you're looking for an opportunity to kind of get out of your whatever little box that you're living in, where you're the conformist life that you might be living, go to a music festival, find something that resonates with you. There's all kinds of them, and they have different themes. So go to a music and arts festival and just be a people watcher and just let your love just flow out into all the people that are passing by. It's really powerful. It's amazing. Right. And there are people living very different lives than you are, for sure.
Let it out and let it in. Yeah, definitely expose yourself to different types of folks.
Oh my gosh, it's really good. It's so wonderful.
Yeah. But then again, be ready to receive love. And just a real quick, it's a really simple example of what I'm talking about here is about being open and receptive. How do you respond when someone compliments you? When they compliment something that you're wearing, or they just say something about what they like about your personality or whatever it is? Do you blow it off? Go, oh, this old thing, or the best response that just is to say
thank you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. That's
Yeah.
kind of my standard response when somebody compliments me. And so
Yeah, I used to not be able to take them, oh no, not me, or whatever. But now, and it happened to me a number of times where people would come up and they would say something to me, and I just received it. I just said, thank you for seeing me, thank you for acknowledging, who I am, and it's really beautiful, right? So how do we unleash our love? We just set it free. We make a conscious decision to do that. And when we do that, the world responds in love. There was a response in love. So beautiful, so beautiful.
you could also have a similar response. I just realized if someone is a little critical, or maybe they're, they go, I don't know why you really offended me when you did that, or and you can have a similar, just calm. Well, thank you for letting me know. You don't have to agree with them necessarily, and maybe they point out something that you do agree with, and then you can apologize if it feels. Don't apologize unless you feel it's worthy. But
sometimes things are for us to look at.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's someone else's stuff that they're expressing, and then you just say, "Oh, well, thank you for letting me know," or "Thank you for letting me see that." Right?
Yeah. So there may be some little nugget of truth in there. You never know.
You never know.
So that is our little talk on Love Unleashed. We didn't have time to prepare any affirmations. Do you want to make some up, or just move on with the song?
Yeah,
So,
let's make some up.
there you go. You go first.
Yeah. Okay, so ready? We're gonna repeat after me.
All right, go
Are you
for
gonna
it.
do one too?
This is the first. This
So
is the first
very
improvised
first
improvised affirmations.
I unleash my love in the world.
I unleash my love into the world.
I am love fully expressing.
I am love fully expressing.
My love brings healing to all beings everywhere.
My love brings healing to all beings everywhere.
I find ways to give my love away every day.
I find ways to give my love away every day.
I am an incredible lover.
I am what she said. I'm an incredible lover. I also am open I'm open and ready to receive love in many forms. Yes.
I am open and ready to receive love. Bring it on!
There you go. Those are our improvised affirmations.
Don't
here.
you love them?
Pookie's inspirational corner.
I love it.
All right. Let's do another song.
Okay.
This is one of the first original songs that we collaborated on many, many years ago.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So let's play that and keep our fingers crossed and remember the lyrics and everything. So
Okay.
we will.
You will.
I woke up this morning, something wasn't right. My life was out of balance, I couldn't see the light. I called up my minister, told her of my dread. Without missing one beat, this is what she said. Love is the word.
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 Love is the word. Well, I went to the doctor 'cause I was feeling bad. Sickness all inside me, thought I was going mad. I asked for a prescription, he handed me a note. I was so surprised to see just what that doctor wrote.
Love is the word.
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 Love is the word. Love is the word.
Love is the W-O-R-D. Love is the W-O-R-D.
I I went to a psychic
Yeah.
to have my fortune told, to see into the future and how it will unfold. She just shook her head, put away her tarot cards, looked me in the eye and said,
Man, it ain't that hard.
love is the word.
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 I'm talking about
Love is the word.
love, 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 love.
Love is the word.
I'm talking about love is the word.
Love is the word.
I'm talking about love, 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 love.
Love is the word.
I'm talking about
Love is the word.
No truer words were ever spoken.
No truer words were ever. What? No way. Look who's watching over on Facebook.
Oh my gosh!
Ray Davis
Hey
and
Ray and Lori, our buddies in LA. Oh my gosh, longtime friends. So love them so much.
Ray called you the Ella Fitzgerald of improvised affirmations.
That's awesome. Oh, it's good to see you guys.
That is so awesome. And Ray is now streaming live every Saturday night, I believe.
Yeah.
His high vibe music thing. So
More high vibing going on, gang.
More high vibing going
More
on.
high vibing. Yeah, Ray's an incredible artist, a musical artist, writes some really powerful songs. And his wife, Lori, is a visual artist. She paints these magical pictures of women in these multi-dimensional realms. It's beautiful, so beautiful. Just and women in community. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
It's
really impressed with the work.
It is a beautiful thing. Greg, I'm so glad you could join us and pop in here.
Yeah.
He's getting ready to do a little Zoom service himself.
Yeah, with Reverend Greta.
What I need for you to do now, speaking of improvise, we're going to do something here. And what I need our friends here on both Facebook and YouTube is to start popping in some one-word suggestions for this next segment. So I need you to put in like objects. Look around your house and pop in objects that could be types of food, also could be occupations. And so I don't need like a long string of, just put like one per post. And I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I'm just going to wait a couple seconds here for you to populate the comments with some of those things. Again, I just put in an object of some kind. And if it's an unusual object, great. Or it could be a type of food. Or an occupation, and I'm going to be using those here as soon as I start seeing some come in here. But this has been a fun, even though this is an abbreviated Sunday. I think it's going well.
Yeah, well, Courtney Elizabeth is here. She's getting ready to have a baby any day now.
No way.
Her and Rudy, yes. And I was just with her mama in that beautiful musical and arts festival. I was just with her mama. I'm sure her mom's beautiful, just amazing. And so, she's getting ready to have a baby any day now.
Oh my gosh!
So excited for this baby to come forth.
Let's send some positive energy.
A new baby.
Well,
did she have her baby? I know her mom was saying any moment now.
A new baby. Why don't you clarify that, Courtney? Because we can celebrate not the up. Even a race popping in there. And you'll find out now why I'm asking for these suggestions, because it's time for... It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Should do be why.
Bob's Comedy Corner. That's right. So there's a couple reasons that I like throwing an improvised Bob's Comedy Corner. One is because I just love improv. I love being kind of put myself on the spot and just making up something interesting in the moment. The other reason that we do occasionally do an improvised Bob's Comedy Corner is because I just didn't have time to come up with a list of jokes. So I'll let you decide.
This always works.
And maybe it's both things, right? So I always got this to fall back on.
That's great.
So we had the improvised affirmations,
right.
So I'm going to do.
Been busy around here.
We're going to do a joke around here. Oh my God, a joke around now is called 185, and the setup to this. And Pooki, feel free to chime in if you get inspired.
Okay.
And the setup to every one of these jokes is 185 blanks, and the blank is whatever the suggestion is that I use. Walk into a bar, and then it's some kind of interaction with the bartender, and then there's a punchline. These are short, like one-liners based on puns. If you want to type your own into the comments, that would be awesome. And so let's see here. I'm trying to pick one that I have something to work with here.
This is fun. Right?
Yes, indeed.
This is that moment. It's like, see if we can stump Bob.
Stump Bob. It's not
Bob's
so easy.
comedy corner. It's
I'm just gonna go with this.
Yeah.
Is not the best one, but so Floki's has cheeseburger there. 185 cheeseburgers. Walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Man, I hardly ever see you guys. It's really rare for you to be here." Rare is supposed to be like how you cook the meat, but they don't really do rare cheeseburgers, do they? I guess.
I was going to say something like
go for it.
185 cheeseburgers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Stop! I want to take your picture. Everybody say cheese."
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Pamela says clock. 185 clocks walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's about time you return." Let's see here. So,
She's here. The baby's here. The baby's
really?
here. Okay, great.
Oh yeah,
Fantastic.
congratulations,
You keep
Courtney.
thinking I'm trying to
okay,
distract them.
yeah. That's very.
I'm trying to buy you time, babe.
Okay, I'm just gonna. I don't even have one here, but Ray, since he's here, I just gotta highlight him. He said toothbrush. So what do we have? Toothbrush. Let's see. Oh God. Okay. 185 toothbrushes walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" "Well, I'll take mint juleps." That's the flavor of a toothpaste. You got anything?
You know what's really funny is watching you try to do this.
I know, especially on a
It's a funny.
on little
It's even
sleep.
funnier than the jokes.
185 toothbrushes walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Oh man, last time you guys were here, you just caused a lot of trouble. It's just making me feel like I'm bristling with anxiety." Okay, okay. Let's see.
Oh, these are really bad, babe.
These are no, they are not. I beg to differ. I'm trying to pick somebody that I have not chosen.
Look, Melody's already calling for Shadoobie Wah.
Yeah, let's hear it again. Oh, come on. There's got to be one for flowers. Pamela says flowers. Come on now. 185 flowers walk into a bar. Let's see.
You're gonna get fired.
I am. Okay, next time I'm going to be turning to Google
This
for
will
some
be the
some
last
jokes.
time that we do this.
The last one I did went pretty well. 185 flowers walk into a bar, and all the flowers were like Amway salespeople, and the bartender said, "Wait, you can't come in here and peddle your wares like that." It's really bad.
Well, 185 flowers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "All right, stop. What are you guys peddling?"
Okay, there you go. That's just a different way of using the same one. All right. Okay. 185 window cleaners walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, I thought you guys stopped drinking." He said, "Yeah, well, as far as I knew, you were squeaky clean." All right. Unless you got one. I'm looking at the clock. We're running out of time. So this has been It's Bob's Comedy Corner.
Shadoobie Wah.
Bob's Comedy Corner. Right.
That's so hysterical. That was probably the funniest comedy corner.
See, look. I'm just going to highlight some comments here. Bob, you're making me laugh with this bit. Shadoobie Wah. See, Melody enjoyed it. There was Cherie says flowers. Give me a bud. I knew there were things there. See, when I do my improv nights or on Zoom when we do this, we have like a long time to like there are a number of people. So if you don't have an idea, somebody else is going, but then these things percolate and you start coming up with things. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay.
All right, we're just cleaning some things up here.
Let's see here. 85 laughing gurus walk into a bar. All right. Trying to feel as... just to see if anybody posted their own jokes. All right, cool. So where are we at now? Oh, I guess we're right there. So in our remaining time here, go ahead and post your takeaways. What are some things? We're just going to highlight some takeaways before we sign off because we do have to get off to the Center for Spiritual Living.
Well, one takeaway is, Bob, always make sure you have jokes ready.
Maria says, thank you for the laughter. Truly.
That was great. I loved it. It was so cute.
All right. And you did good, Bob. Thank you. I need the reinforcement. I just, no.
Honey, I'm not laughing at you.
That is
I'm
one
laughing
thing.
with you.
So let me just say this. That is one thing about this. When you do improv, there's no guarantees, and sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not, and you may be on for some people and off for others. Not everybody's going to appreciate. Humor is very subjective.
Right.
And so I have learned, luckily, to become comfortable with the uncertainty of doing improv, and even if I didn't come up with the wittiest things, I'm still okay with that. I know that the folks here are going to love me, but so yeah, I would encourage you to stretch yourself too, and try things where you might fail, or you might not live up to the expectations that you might have.
You have of yourself.
Yeah, that you have of yourself. It might not go as well. Of course, I'm doing it in a public venue with maybe thousands of people might see this. But I'm comfortable with that. If someone is like turned off that, oh my God, he tried to do those things and that was a horrible pun, I'm gonna unsubscribe or whatever. I'm okay with that. That's not
It's not the point of it.
Yeah. So
it's just to have fun.
Yeah, it is, and so hopefully you appreciate the joy.
I had a great time.
Yeah, actually, I was impressed.
That was real laughter.
Pooki stepped up and actually came up with some pretty good ones. I love the Bud one that Cherie had. That was really good. All right, so we're going to highlight some takeaways, and then we're going to have to sign off here and get off to our next appointment this morning. Lisa says, "Open up and let your love flow, not only to those you love, but allow yourself to receive your own love. After all, you are your longest." Oh, I like that. You are your longest commitment.
That's right.
Wow. Other people may come and go,
but you're with you forever.
Even if you've been with someone for 50 years, you weren't with them from birth. You're the only person that you are with from birth on. Mm-hmm. That is really cool. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. I will and I'm going to see. I'm practicing what we preach here. I'm receiving that. Thank you.
Receive that love.
I really appreciate that.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So good.
Any other takeaways before we head off here? Carrie says, "My wish is that people find the light of love that is given to us so freely to be and have." Mm-hmm. Clara gives me an A for effort. Yay.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Good job, babe. Good job.
Oh, hi from New Zealand, it looks like there.
Hello. Welcome from New Zealand.
That's really cool. Loki. This might be the final one. I don't know. Floki's top takeaway: don't let 185 cheeseburgers into the bar. Oops, I didn't highlight that one. I'm sorry. There we go. That might be the best one yet.
That's right.
And see, and even at me struggling with improv, laid the foundation for others to get bigger laughs. I'm okay with that too. That I'm the straight man. That I'm setting them up.
That's right.
That's so.
Look at Maria Massey's here.
Yeah,
I love that. I love her. Such a beautiful being.
She had a comment.
She's spreading her love in the world. Yeah, so good. So good.
Oh, it's Cherie who had the Bud Line, love and light sent to everyone. Take away, love wins.
Always,
That's
always,
right.
always.
All right, we need to let's write at
Wrap
the
it up.
top of the hour, and so we love you, we appreciate you. We're gonna now take this joy and spread it to a live audience down the street at the Center for Spiritual Living here in St.
Yeah.
Louis. So if you're in the area, come on by the 11 a.m. service there.
Yep, and
our
then-
Tessa Greenspan's going to be speaking
Oh
today.
wow,
She's
I'm
amazing.
excited about that. And then, and then for those of you who had that experience of unleashing your love, or who want to experience unleashing your love, see if you can find ways to play with that today.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And look in the description, especially on YouTube. It's not on Facebook, but in the description below, you can expand it and read more and click a couple of things to see it. But there's a whole ton of things that we do. There are links to our High Vibe Tribe community. There are also World Unity Week is starting.
Next Saturday.
And I think I popped that in there.
There's a link in there. Go and find out. Go register. You have to register. Right? For the same reasons that we're registering for Bob's event on Thursday, his birthday. So you have to register, and then it gives you access. It's a week long of events. So if you're looking for places in the world where things are happening and in a good way, in a loving way, where love is being unleashed and shared in the world, this is a great way. You know, if you're looking for hope in our future, this is a great place to receive a lot of hope. I have a lot of indigenous elders from all over the world who will be sharing their wisdom and their ancient prophecies. There'll be a lot of ceremonies honoring the earth, honoring humanity, and then you'll get to see a lot of initiatives out there that are helping people connect and come together as never before, because the theme this year of World Unity Week is New Earth Rising, a new earth rising. And the way that the earth is rising is through the power of our love, right? So it's our love that's raising the vibration of the planet. And I know you've heard me say this before, and we're actually seeing and experiencing it right now. So if you're looking for places in the world where good things are happening and people are being loving and kind, rather than all that garbage that they have on the news and the media, if you're looking for a more uplifting story of what's happening in the world, something, and also things that you can engage in, that you can participate in and become a part of, go to World Unity Week, check out our calendar, our schedule of events, and make some choices to be with us. Bob and I are in the process of recording a song for the theme of World Unity Week, and so we'll be
Lisa posted here. We are the new Earth rising.
Yeah,
Isn't that the phrase that I don't think she had privy to the conversations?
Yeah,
we had
because we are the new Earth
Yeah.
rising, and so we'll be sharing our song. There'll be a opening ceremony on Saturday and a closing ceremony on the following Sunday. So it's actually like 8 days long, but it's an amazing time. So there's so many things you can get involved in.
We're putting the finishing touches on a theme song for that too.
Yes, we are.
So, but we have to go now. So take care, love each other, love yourself, and we'll talk to you again soon. All right. So long, everybody. Bye.